Shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to say Barakatah, Yahawah, Sham, Yahawashi, Sham Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of great millstone. Salutations to the sincere Akim that proves this truth for no due diligence and sincerity, man. Hey, this is the book of Psalms, the 73rd chapter, verse 1, a psalm of Asaph. Truly, Yahawah is good to Israel, even to such as are of a clean heart. But as for me, my feet were almost gone. My steps had well nigh slipped. You know, hey, the psalmist is basically saying he was in a fucked up position, man. You know, because ultimately speaking, he was looking at the wicked and seeing the fact that there are no bands in their death. They seem to go on and shoot forth like, they're living good. Long story short, he says, "For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked." Like he was seeing these wicked jakes amalgamate themselves to Esau's kingdom and seemingly be out here living the life, have the wealth, the riches, the so-called finer things, even though, of course, this is Satan's kingdom and in Satan's realm, you better believe that he's gonna reward his servants, man, for doing the wickedness that they're doing, right? In order to make it anywhere in this society, to be amongst the upper echelon, if you want to take any industry, whether it's the judges or the financial services sector, of course, the entertainment sector, we all know what goes down in Hollywood. Yeah, you gotta get down with Satan. You gotta be down with some sadistic sexual acts. You gotta get down with some rituals. You gotta, you gotta do a lot of wickedness. I'm just gonna PC say it like that. But hey, the psalmist was saying, "I was envious of the foolish," because he knew they were fools. But he saw their prosperity, man. For there are no bands in their death, for there are no bands in their death, but their strength is firm. In this kingdom, man, you gotta understand, like we are ruled by a set of pedophiles, man. The elites of the society are into child sacrifice. They're into lewd sexual acts. They're into witchcraft. You look at Hugh Edwards. He was out there bashing men. Basically being a anti the heterosexual male. Long story short, trying to effeminize. Men, man, through his messaging and his whole entire perspective. He basically got revealed for the fact that he had images of children, young children, like child pornography, long story short, on his hard drives, on his laptops. The police raided his house. He was embarrassed, lost his job. Guess what he got? A 6 month suspended sentence. A 6 month suspended sentence, which means he's not even going to do jail time. He's not going to go to prison for child pornography. But this is what brothers have been saying, man. The rulers of this world, man. And Hugh Edwards is just a shill. He's nothing but a small fry. He's a front man. He's the face of the news, the face of the BBC. And go back to Jimmy Savile and all the rest of these creeps. The BBC's been hiding paedophiles for years, but ultimately speaking, Hugh Edwards is just an example of the fact that these devils, man, manufacture the law in a way that suits them best. He was a straight up paedophile and still got away with what he was doing. Right, he still got away with what he was doing. Whereas if Jake had committed crimes even half as bad as that, they throw him under the jail. Look at R. Kelly, for example. He had women that were technically of legal age, and he was doing things he ought not to do, and he was dating Aaliyah and that when she was super young. But look at the difference. They threw R. Kelly under the jail, said he's worse than Epstein. Yeah, but then you get an individual like Hugh Edwards, and he literally just gets a 6 month suspended sentence. I guarantee you, he ain't gonna be doing no litter picking or any sort of community service. He's just got to stay at home and stay out the way for a bit. But this is the kind of kingdom that we live in, man. These devils do favors for each other. They're not in trouble as other men. Another Jake, you'd be under the jail, man. Finished, never work again. But their strength is firm. So neither are they played like other men. Therefore, pride compasseth them about as a chain. Violence covereth them as a garment, because they get away with all of the wickedness that they're doing. Like, they're heathen, but look at what these small hats are doing to those Palestinians. Absolutely obliterating them. But guess what? No one's going to do anything to Esau Edom in his kingdom. So he's out there, man. Prideful as hell. Violence covereth them as a garment. These devils believe that they have the divine right to everything upon the face of the planet Earth. Hence why they will still to this day, man, manipulate these so-called African countries. They got Jake literally exactly where they want them, man. Completely dependent and fucked up. You know, they're talking about loaning gold back to Ghana that they stole. They're talking about like to this day they're still exploiting Haiti, man. Haiti was raped, robbed, and pillaged, man. Haiti used to be one of the most dominant coffee states in the world, but the French raped, robbed, and pillaged them, man. Even the Eiffel Tower is built and powered by goods and resources that the French stole from the Haitians, man. They beat the Haitians down because the Haitians rebelled, man, and actually defeated their colonizers at one point. And so, ultimately speaking, Esau Edom, with that fiery, venomous hatred, man, made sure that he put our brothers down. Hence why, man, pursuant to Isaiah the 14th chapter, when we get these devils in slavery, I'm telling you, man, we're gonna, man, like Apostle Tahar said, crackers are gonna need to fall from outer space because of the rate at which we're gonna be executing judgment. Their eyes stand out with fatness, they have more than the heart could wish. They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression, they speak loftily. They act like they ain't done no wrong. They set their mouth against the heavens, and their tongue walketh through the earth. Like, English is the lingua franca. You know why is it the lingua franca? Because it's the language of the Hebrew Edomite, man, the so-called white man. Hence why whether you're in England or if you go to America, of course, or you go to the Middle East, they might, like in the Middle East, there's various different languages. In the continent of Africa, over 50 countries, there's different languages, different tribal languages within some countries. But guess what? They're all going to speak English. You know why? Because it's the language of trade that Esau uses. And in order to function in his society, you need to be able to speak his tongue, man. Therefore his people return hither, and waters of a full cup are wrung out to them. And they say, how doth Yahawah know? And is there knowledge in the Most High? They even question the Lord himself, man. These devils are out here pushing evolution as a theory, telling you that the earth is millions of years old when there's only recorded about 7,000 years circa history of mankind upon the face of the planet Earth. Fucking demons, man. Absolutely demons. Like, they think they're going to commit all of this wickedness and the Heavenly Father's just oblivious to it. Behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world. They increase in riches. And the psalmist was looking at this thinking, how the fuck? I mean, I know we're in captivity, but why are these people out here seemingly living good? But hey, at the end of the day, envy not the wicked. You don't know what their end is, man. For you know not what their end shall be. But he was saying here, behold, these are the ungodly, the wicked, the Hugh Edwards of the world. Of course, on the higher level, the Rothschilds, the Rockefeller types, the DuPont families, the Disney families that distort reality, man, and had generations upon generations of young children confused about what genuine relationship logistics look like. They increase in riches. Verily, meaning truly, I have cleansed my heart in vain and washed my hands in innocency. He was saying, listen, man, hey, I'm trying my best to be righteous, and it seems like only wickedness pays dividends. For all the day long I have been plagued and chastened every morning. I've been going through hell. And you know, brothers are going through it, but this is our rightful service, man. It's a light affliction. It might not seem it when you're going through it. No affliction seems pleasant when you're going through it, but it has a much more exceeding weight and glory, you know. For I have not seen nor ear heard, as it is written, the things that Yahawashi has in store for them that fear him. For all day long I have been plagued and chastened every morning. If I say I will speak thus, behold, I should offend against the generation of thy children. When I thought to know this, it was too painful for me. He was reminiscing in pain, man, until I went into the sanctuary of Yahawah. Then understood I their end. So until he got closer to Yahawashi and really understood the Lord's ways, that's when he started to understand their end. Surely thou didst set them in slippery places. Thou castest them down into destruction. So he was saying, hey, when I actually got to know the Lord and his ways, I realized that the Lord ultimately had these devils in a trick bag from the beginning, man. You set them in a way where they were in a slippery slope. Eventually, man, Satan's going to depart. Satan works for the Heavenly Father, man. These devils believe that Satan is on their side. Deuteronomy, the 32nd chapter, tells you straight that there is no God but the Heavenly Father, man. He is the one and only, man. The Alpha, the Omega. He's the original, man. All of the other nations were monotheistic, worshipping many gods, man. So, I might have got that the wrong way round, but all of the other nations were worshipping multiple gods, a pantheon of gods. You know, the Greeks were, the Arabs have always been like that, even before Muhammad, well, definitely before Muhammad came on the scene. Whereas Israel worshipped one God and one God only, the God of Israel, man, Yahawah. And he's elevated Yahawashi to sit on his right hand on his throne, man. And ultimately, Satan bows down to the Lord and is subservient to Yahawashi. Yahawashi conquered Satan, man. And the Lord is going to have it to where these devils are going to be set in slippery places. The Lord's going to cast them down into destruction. How are they brought down into desolation as in a moment? Isaiah the 14th chapter, man. They are utterly consumed with terrors. As a dream when one waketh, so Lord, when thou wakest, thou shalt despise their image. Whew. The Lord's going to make a heavy example out of these devils, man. And we're on the verge of seeing it. Thus my heart was grieved, and I was pricked in my reins. So foolish was I and ignorant. I was a beast, as a beast before thee. And that's how the Lord looks at us when we're out here complaining, not knowing that the fact that he's going to make a massive example out of Esau Edom, man. We have nothing to worry about. All we got to do is do the work, man. Nevertheless, I am continually with thee. Thou was holding me by my right hand. The Psalms, the 23rd chapter, you know, King David said it well, man. The Lord guideth him amongst the still waters, you know, girdeth him, man, with his staff, etc. Nevertheless, I am continually with thee. Thou hast holden me by my right hand. Thou shalt guide me with thy counsel, and afterward receive me to glory. Barakatah, Yahawah, Bashim, Yahawashi, Bashim, Rakatash. Whom have I in heaven but thee? And there was none upon earth that I desire beside thee. That's right. Thy kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, man. You know, forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, for now and forever. Amen. My flesh and my heart faileth, but Yahawah is the strength of my heart. That's right, and my portion forever. For lo, they that are far off from thee shall perish. Yeah, the Lord is the root, the foundation that we need. Thou hast destroyed all them that go whoring from thee. You know, all of the Jakes that sold out, all of these individuals as well in modern times, Nate, Johanna, they're gonna get it, man. The Lord is not gonna stand for anyone that blasphemes or adds to his word, man, or takes away from it. But it is good for me to draw near to Yahawah, Ba'ashem Yahawashi. I put my trust in the Lord Yahawah, that I may declare all his works. And that's faith. Faith, the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen, man. We just gotta fight the good fight, man. Stay faithful. Understand that the Lord will fight our battles, man, if we believe in him, man. The Lord takes pleasure in a contrite spirit, man. In a contrite and broken spirit that puts this faith and trust in him. Trust in the Lord and he will deliver you, man. The Lord is going to make a way for us to escape all of the tribulations that we're facing. The Lord is going to destroy our enemies, man, and make an example of them in front of us, in front of our faces. Barakatah, Yahawah, Bashim, Yahawashi, for his mercy. Shalom.